What's up, everybody? This is Colin from Holistic Heritage Homestead. I hope you're all well. You can make money homesteading. That's right. You can absolutely make money homesteading. And it's possible to make a lot of money homesteading. There's a lot of different opinions out there, folks, when it comes to whether or not it makes sense financially to homestead. Now, you're going to hear a lot of different things, and obviously everyone's situation is different and context matters. That being said, I'm going to get right into it and give you a lot of ways that you can make money homesteading. I think it's not only important, I think it's necessary for everybody to homestead in one way or another. Now, this video, everything I say is going to apply to urban homesteading, suburban homesteading, rural homesteading, and that will include off-grid homesteading. So everything we do as homesteaders is about chasing self-sufficiency, trying to be more self-sufficient, more self-reliant. Now, I know this video is about making money, but a penny saved is a penny earned. Everything you produce that you don't have to buy, that's going to save you money. So if you can, for example, as far as gardening goes, if you can save $50 a week on your produce bill, okay, that's $200 a month, okay? $2,400 a year, okay? $2,400 a year just in one way. That's an easily, relatively, or arguably easy way to make money homesteading. Now, you're gonna raise your own meat, hopefully, in one way or another. That's gonna save you a lot of money. Now I'm gonna give you just a giant list of things that come to mind as far as ways you can make money homesteading. You can save money, obviously I covered that, and also you can sell things. You can sell your produce. Farmers markets is a huge way, an awesome way to make money. People will pay a premium for organic produce, okay? And they should, because it's better. You should not be growing any way except organic. Organic is the only way to grow. It's the only responsible way to grow as far as the food you feed your family, you feed yourselves, and you feed others. And it's the only responsible way to grow food as far as the environment. Now, you can specialize. You can grow one type of crop that you can grow in abundance, something that maybe grows really well on your property, wherever you are, in whatever zone you are, with whatever soil you have. So be creative and try to find something that works well for you. You can raise chickens and sell them for meat. You can raise chickens and sell their eggs, quail, the meat, the eggs. Rabbits, if you raise rabbits, you can sell the meat. You can sell the rabbits themselves. You can sell them as a buck or a doe for breeding, or a breeder pair, okay? Also, whatever animals you raise that have hides, you could also call them pelts, furs, whatever you want to call them. You can sell those. They're valuable. Now, there's also value add items. Obviously, you can grow blackberries, for example. That's great. They can grow and they can produce, blackberry plants can produce an abundance of blackberries. What you can do with a little lemon juice, pectin, and sugar is turn that into a syrup, a compote, or a jam, and add more value. You can have a larger gross profit margin by adding value, by doing the preparation. Syrups, jams, jellies, compote, different spreads, okay? Those are all excellent things to sell to make money. You can sell compost, whether it's unfinished or finished compost. You can sell wood chips if you have a wood chipper. You can sell leaves by the bags. People will pay for leaves if they don't have access to them, or if they don't want to put in the energy and the effort and the time to pick them up. You can sell leaves. People can make leaf mulch with them. They could add them to their compost. You use them as bedding or litter for their animals, okay? So many different things. Now, when it comes to fertilizers, you can sell comfrey tea, compost tea. You can just sell rabbit urine. You can add rabbit urine to a mixture of different weeds or vegetation that you have soaking in water and sell them. That stuff is like liquid gold. People will pay for it. The rabbit manure you can sell by itself. People pay for that. I've heard of that in the past. And it's a phenomenal fertilizer. Okay? So many different ways. You're really only limited to your creativity and your resources. Firewood. You can sell firewood if you have trees growing in your property. That's an absolutely excellent way to make some money. You can sell, depending on where you live, like $200 for a cord or more, $220, $250 a cord. That's going to take some work, but hey, most things in life do, okay? Or they all do, rather, in at least one way or another. So just be creative, get up, get out there, and start making some money. We as homesteaders, please check out my previous video discussing what I'm about to mention, should treat our homestead like a business. We should run it like a business. That means keeping a general ledger, keeping records. If you're spending, whatever your feed cost is, see what your egg sales are and compare it to that. Your cost, you're matching your costs and your income to see if you're actually making a net profit, okay? So many different things you can do, folks. You can sell flowers, sunflowers, different types of wildflowers, cut flowers for bouquets or arrangements or whatever. That's another thing. You can sell plant starts, seedlings. You can sell seeds. That is one of the reasons that I recommend growing heirloom seeds, heirloom plants only, because it's responsible for the environment. It's good to keep those species alive and thriving. And it's also great because you can harvest seeds that are true to the original plant. If you're selling if you buy hybrids, if you grow hybrids, there's nothing wrong with that. There are things, I'm going to say plural, wrong with GMOs. Don't grow GMOs, okay? But hybrid seeds, if you save the seeds from a hybrid plant, you might not get the same. You might not get plants that are the same. You might get one of the parent plants, or the parent plant of that parent plant. So they're not necessarily going to be true to the plant. So heirlooms, they're always going to give you the same exact type of plant that you harvest the seeds from, okay? I want you to be encouraged. This is the time for you folks to really, during these uncertain times, to have more financial security. Now, as far as why I think it's necessary to homestead, we don't know what's happening in the world. There's so much uncertainty, and in a lot of ways, the world is getting worse, okay? As far as the economy or the economies around the world, and inflation going crazy. Prices are going up still. Now, what you can do besides making money is you can give your family and give yourselves comfort and a sense of security by knowing you're going to have food no matter what happens in the world, no matter what politicians do, no matter what happens with the weather, no matter what happens, you'll have some type of food security, okay? You can try to produce your own fuels, your own biofuels, okay? Anything I say, by the way, you want to make sure you're following the laws, all right? And doing what is legal for you where you live. You can hatch out your own chickens and sell chicks. It's a great way to make money. Same thing with ducks, same thing with quail. There are many different ways. You can have a boar, for example, if you have a pig, and you could actually rent out your boar for people to have your boar hopefully breed with one of their sows or their gilts, for example. So you can, I think that might be called studding or something, but you can rent out your males or your females. Rent them out so other people can have their animals hopefully successfully breed. There's another great thing there. You can, if you really want to transport your animals or have someone else transport them for you, you can send your animals to someone's property to clear property, to mow it down for them. And that's going to be a lot easier than using heavy equipment, and a lot cheaper than using heavy equipment to mow things and clear property for them. You can rent out your space. Like if you have an extra quarter of an acre, half an acre, 1 acre or more, you can rent it out to people for them to grow food on. You can rent it out for them to have their animals grazed there, okay? You can start a YouTube channel like we did and document or record, whatever word or words apply, your journey and what you're doing. And that could also, if you're monetized, create a source of income that is not quite passive, but it can be passive in a way or ways, because if you have a video that is what they call evergreen, that video can make money continually for months or years maybe to come. So that's another thing. You can sell courses and classes, okay? And I think it's very important, if you're going to be selling things like that, for you to have experience. So you can kind of monetize or make money off of your experience, your knowledge. You can teach classes. You can do a lot of different things. You can set up a little Airbnb on your property if you want to get a small home, a tiny home, or a cabin, or build a full-size home if you've got the money and the space. So many different ways. I wanted to throw some ideas out to you folks because I wanted you to think, okay? Wood ash, okay? I'm just throwing ideas out. Wood ash is valuable. It can be used as a soil amendment. It can be used as a cleaning thing, as something to clean. It can be used as ice melt. It can be used to add to compost. It can be used to add to bedding or litter for animals. Sell your wood ash. Sell your wood ash. Biochar. You can make your own biochar, okay? And you could inoculate that. I think that's what the biochar is stuff that's already inoculated. And you can sell that. You can sell compost starters for people to take, it could be a 5-gallon bucket of compost that's active with lots of microbiology that people can add to their compost to act as a catalyst and to inoculate their compost, okay? Biochar, okay, inoculants, different things. All right, you can sell black walnut syrup. If you have black walnut trees, you can sell black walnuts. You can sell all different kinds of things. You can sell maple syrup if you have maple trees on your property. All right, I hope you got an idea or ideas from this video. You can do it. As far as keeping records, that's very important. But on top of that, it's also important to record, preferably on paper or on your computer or whatever, on a OneNote or a shared file or whatever. Record how much time you put into things, because you're going to find out certain activities, you might spend 1 or 2 hours and do something that you can generate $100. That might be very worth it. Then again, you might be spending 1 or 2 hours to generate $10, and that might be worth it too. And then you have to say, well, are you going to do that instead of going to work? It might not make sense. But if you could go to work, get your income, and then do this stuff as kind of extra credit or extra income, that's a win, because you can't fail on extra credit, folks. And if you do, you don't lose points, all right? I hope you're all well. Hopefully you got some ideas. Let me know in the comments below what you do to make money homesteading. And if there's something I missed, I know there's things I missed. I just wanted to just rapid fire kind of get some ideas out there. Let me know in the comments below so we can help one another. Homesteaders are awesome. It's a great community of people that like to help one another. So let's teach one another, let's encourage one another, and help each other make that money so we can unplug from this horrible system with fiat currency. Okay? If you like this type of content, just free-flowing kind of thought, freestyle, if you want to call it that, of ideas to provoke thought and teach you and encourage you and remind you, or a combination of things, please subscribe. Hit the like button. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care.